This is just Bob Bowman, and I'm coming at you with another video. In this video, I want to talk about how rejection can equal freedom for you personally. And I know this sounds weird, and I know that some people they like, huh? How can rejection equal freedom? Well, it's all about the way that you look at things in life. And I've had to learn this for myself. And what I mean is that I stopped wasting my time trying to convince people that already had in their minds that I was beneath them, that I was a bad person, that I was no good. I had to stop wasting my time, energy, effort, money to these people and focus on myself more. And I talk about my experience 4 years ago when I was in real bad financial trouble, when I was in real bad spiritual, physical, emotional trouble. And I did the best that I could to show that I was a decent individual, but no matter what I did, I was always treated less than. And when I went through the nuclear rejection within my community, it almost tore me up because I'm like, I gave my all. And when I gave my all, I mean, I gave my all. And I had to realize because I gave my all, nobody saw value in it. You see, if I didn't value what I had and I was willing to give my all, wasn't nobody gonna take notice of that? And some people will say, yeah, you gave your all because you thought that it'll help you move up and it didn't. And yeah, and a lot of people get caught in that. A lot of people get caught in that in jobs as well. And I understand that, but I had to learn a valuable lesson in life. And that's that life isn't fair. Sometimes you take risks, and sometimes the risk doesn't work out. Sometimes the risks do. Some people are more successful that didn't take a lot of risks because of what family they in or what connections they have. And then some people, they fail over and over and over and over and over again before they finally start finding some success in their life. And life isn't just a one size fit all for everybody. Everybody got to figure out their own way. And everybody got to figure out what's best for them personally. And one thing that I want to say here, and I want to put this out in the atmosphere, because I've said it before in Facebook posts, but I need to just say this out in the open. And that's that I am anti groupthink. And the reason why I know that I'm anti groupthink is because if it goes against something that I want to do personally, but the group thinks different or otherwise, I'm not going to do it regardless of the criticisms and the backlash that I face. And I've proven that. And I've proven that there are times when I'm willing to make sacrifices to make sure that I don't do what it is that they want me to do. And even if it leaves me uncomfortable for a while, I'm willing to do that. And that goes with dating, that goes with who I associate myself with. Um, I had to learn how to accept myself fully. And me saying that I'm anti groupthink is me accepting myself fully as a man. And that I made that choice to be who it is that I am, that the Most High created me to be. So if the group thinks that I should be with a certain type of woman and I don't think that I need to be with that certain type of woman, guess what? It's not going to happen. And if the group all says that, oh, we're going to make sure you don't get this type of woman, or the women in the group all think the same way, guess what? I'm going to get away from that group. And I have. And I'm happy that I was able to go through that experience. And I went through this same experience more than once or more than one occasion because I didn't learn the lesson that I needed to learn. And the lesson that I needed to learn was to stop trying to fit in with people that already have a disdain for me, that already show me through their actions that they don't mess with me like that. Me thinking that, oh, if I act a certain way, if I, do this and do that, they'll look at me different. No, they won't. If they already have it in their minds that you're not a good person, you're not a good person to that person. No matter how good you treat that person, no matter what you do for that person, if they have it in their minds that you are beneath them, guess what? You are beneath them. And I'm not going to be a hypocrite and say that I haven't looked at certain people as being beneath me, because we all do it, even if we want to admit it or not. We have dating preferences. So if a person doesn't meet those dating preferences, usually you're looking at that person like, nah, I wouldn't ever date that person, or I think that's beneath me. And it goes both ways with men and women. But I know that in this society that we live in currently, especially in the Black community, the men are expected to take what it is that they feel is beneath them, especially if they are not seen as being worthy in the eyes of the women. And it is what it is. And you have women, because they have to deal with the hive mentality, that go through the same issues. And it's like this. And it's like, why don't you just leave those people alone and let them figure out what it is that they need to do? And I'm not saying that you have to be friends with them, but you shouldn't be ignoring these people, treating them like outcasts. If anything, you should be encouraging them to figure out what it is that they need to do, instead of bashing them and down talking them or ostracizing them. But that's a little bit too right from my perspective. And some people don't look at it that way because they want to keep a community the way that it is. And they think that there's certain social hierarchies that got to be instilled and enforced. And anybody that's looking outside of that is a troublemaker or a bad guy or a disruptor, however you want to look at it. And I had to be comfortable and accept that I was going to be labeled as that. You see, one thing that they tried to do was to break me into what it is that they wanted me to do. And they was unsuccessful, and it made certain people look bad because they didn't care about how I felt. They only cared about how it made them look being associated with me. And it was a lesson that I had to learn for myself, that I have to be a lot wiser about who it is that I choose to spend my time, money, effort, and energy into, so I won't be in situations like this. So I found my freedom when I accepted the rejection. I found my freedom when I got my passport and traveled. I found my freedom when I stopped trying to deal with women that don't really like me and going out on dates and spending and wasting my money on women that wouldn't give me the time of day, but they want to get a free meal out of me. I don't have to do that. And I know it makes certain people mad because they like looking at the economy overall, and it's a lot more men that's starting to wake up like me. But the people that created this group think and this mentality, you have to ask yourself, how am I accountable for this? What did I do to cause this? Because I look at myself and I hold myself accountable for certain things. And if I'm able to do it for myself, you have to do it for yourself. But with that being said, this is just Bob Bowman. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'm out.